What's going on, everybody? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk. Man, we got a lot to talk about today, man. Wow. I mean, smash that like button off the rip. Definitely get these likes up. Um, but we definitely got a lot to talk about. Big announcement. From Ryan Garcia. And Javante Tank Davis, man, and Terrence Crawford been going back and forth. They haven't let up. They've been really after it. And hey man, it is what it is, man. But at the end of the day, man, this might eventually have to be a fight or something, man. The disrespect is getting out of hand now, man. So we're gonna see, man. But yeah, man. Definitely smash that like button and subscribe. And let's talk about Ryan Garcia, man. Let's talk about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has been in the news lately. He's been saying a lot of stuff about, things that he was gonna do, and things that he said that, um, him and Devin Haney, have agreed to do the rematch. Everything you need to know, is right here at Corey Lee Boxing. So they're saying that, Ryan Garcia has agreed, for the rematch, um, and it's a lot of stipulations that happen before this fight can be, announced and stuff like that. It's a lot that went behind that. It's a lot that both fighters have to do to be able to go to that next level. They said, on January 15th, 2025, Turkey LSG says the deal is done. The opponent is set. Big news coming soon. It says, exclusive in the Ring magazine. Let's get boxing great again. So that's what Turkey Alashi is saying about this potential matchup coming up. I think, from what, all signs look like they're pointing to, could possibly be, Ryan Garcia versus, Devin Haney in my eyes. I don't see why not. Um, I don't see why both fighters can't get the job done. Um, I think that both fighters have had listen. Both fighters are scheduled to make a boatload of money. This is going to be a record breaking fight. I feel like Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney too. It's a rematch that a lot of fight fans have been wanting to see for a long time, because they know that first fight was a little bit tainted. Some would say a lot bit tainted. Ryan Garcia fought on PEDs, and a lot of fight fans don't want to see that. A lot of fight fans were saying, this is wild. This is one of the most wildest things, and then it came out that Ryan Garcia actually was on something. It kind of tainted the victory, but then again, it's like, damn, I can't unsee, that ass whooping that Ryan Garcia gave Devin Haney. I can't unsee the multiple knockdowns in that fight that I seen. You know what I mean? Smash that like button and subscribe, man. Shout out to Callie in the chat, man. He says, how you been, brother? Haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, man, I've been good, man. Everything's been good. Everything's been A1, man. I'm so happy. I'm good. I'm blessed. Everything is good, man. I ain't got nothing to, hold my head down about, man. So, everything is everything, man. I hope everything going well with you and, and your family and everything like that. But yeah, man, I mean, right now, the topic at hand is Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. A lot of people, like I said, seen that ass whooping, seen Devin Haney get knocked down multiple times. He got up. He definitely got up, continued to fight, but it was, listen, man, you get knocked down that many times, a lot came with that. A lot came with those knockdowns. A lot came with that punishment. PEDs or no PEDs, he took, those punches to the head. And if you add PEDs on top of that, it's no telling, you know, um, the damage that Ryan Garcia did in the first fight. A lot of people are saying, now this is what a lot of people are saying, you guys. They're saying that, Devin Haney could possibly never be the same after that fight. So so for him to actually want this fight and actually want it again, and is actually going out of his way to actually make this fight happen again. It shows a lot. It shows a lot in his character. It shows a lot of him as a fighter, and it shows a lot as him as a champion. Ryan Garcia. A lot of people say that he took a lot out of Devin Haney that night. And they say when you walk in the ring, you're not 100% sure that you're going to walk out of the ring the same way you walked in the ring. So you guys got to take that into consideration. You got to take that into consideration, when watching this. And when seeing this build up for this fight. Like I said, I think it's a fight that definitely can happen. I think it's a fight that should happen. But I definitely think Devin Haney has already said that VADA has got to be doing top notch testing for this fight. VADA's got to be doing the testing for this fight. They got to make sure everything gets done for this fight. And a lot of people want to see this fight, but they want to see it done the right way. They want to see Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. They want to see them both. Actually, do what they have to do. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, both fighters, both fighters have been, going back and forth, John, for months months on end, months on end. Both fighters, you got, Haney throwing little jabs here and there, and then you got Bill Haney chiming in, and then you got Ryan Garcia putting all of this stuff up on Instagram and, social media and, and Twitter and stuff like that, and throwing shots. And, I think that this buildup could be massive, and I'm curious to see where this fight is going to take place at. Will this fight take place in Saudi Arabia, or will this fight take place in the United States of America? I think that this fight definitely should be in the United States of America. Look, man, both fighters, have done a lot for the sport. Devin Haney is a multiple division champion. Listen, Ryan Garcia is still trying to become a world champion. Let's just be honest. They took the last win from him. He's still seeking to become a world champion. You know what I mean? I know it sounds wild, but Ryan Garcia is not a world champion. Ryan Garcia is still trying to become a world champion. And it's tough to put all of the social media and all of the celebrity stuff to aside, because that's actually what pays the bills. You know what I'm saying? The belts don't pay the bills. A lot of people say the belts come with the money, but I mean, to be honest with you, here of late, man, the belts ain't been meaning shit. When it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. Yeah, for Devin Haney, the belts definitely help him and definitely help his status. To become even bigger. But you got Gervonta Tank Davis doing numbers whether he has a belt or not. You got Ryan Garcia doing multiple numbers whether he has a strap or not. You know what I mean? And that's just a fact. These guys are moving, units, and they're putting the ass in seats, with or without a world title. You guys got to understand, man, these fighters have been promoted, by one of the best ever fighters. Tank, being promoted by Floyd Mayweather Jr. and in the beginning of his career, which I think helped his career a lot. And then you got Ryan Garcia, being promoted by Oscar De La Hoya, one of the greats in his own right. minus the other wild shit that Oscar has going on outside of the ring. I think he's a pretty good fighter. I definitely think he's a good fighter, or was a good fighter. But yeah, man, guy's wild as shit. But I don't know, man. I think right now, man, Ryan Garcia, versus Devin Haney would definitely be a good fight. Um, and I think that that's going to be the next fight. That's going to be the next fight that I see happening. That's going to be the next fight that I see happening. I see both fighters coming together, coming to get that check. I think Turkey Alex Shee is going to, cut a very, very good sized check for these two fighters. These fighters have been, you guys got to understand, man, these two fighters have been going back and forth for a while now. Both of these fighters, they've been going back and forth for a while now. Check them out. Let's check them out real quick. Let's check out Ryan Garcia. And if I could pull up this pic right here. I mean, you guys can tell the stare down is massive. You guys can tell right here that Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney mean business. I don't think Devin Haney took Ryan Garcia as I don't think Devin Haney took Ryan Garcia as serious as he should have. I feel like he should have took him a lot more serious for this fight. Ryan Garcia was dialed in the whole entire fight and had thrown a lot of people off leading up into that fight, not knowing if he was going to be able to, get it done. And a lot of people were picking against, Ryan Garcia and picking Devin Haney to win that fight. And it came out that Devin Haney lost that fight, but then they overturned it to a no contest when Ryan Garcia got popped for the PEDs and stuff like that. So it sucks that happened, but hey, that happened. But yeah, man, turning on to other news and other topics in the world, we got, what do you know, Terrence Crawford, Gervonta Tank Davis. These guys are going back and forth again. They can't stay out the headlines again with each other. Both guys, definitely don't like each other. It looks like, they've been going back and forth for a while now. And yeah, man, let me let you guys hear a little bit of what these two guys have to say leading up into this, to their, whole thing, with the. It's been a lot going on with both of these guys. Let me let you hear what these guys got to say, okay, about each other.
At 147, how does a fight with you and Terrence Crawford look? 147? 147. That trend, you know he going to sleep. I already know. I already know he ain't got no chance. I already know he is. Said no chance. I got round 5. Yeah, I got round 6. And I got a metal shield. And the opposite person got a glass shield. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, but how much he run around once them hands get on him, it's gonna slow him down. And once definitely if he touch you. Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight? Yeah, if you wanna
This is Terrence Crawford being asked about a fight, against, Gervonta Tank Davis back when he was at Sway in the morning on the show.
Dare to be great. Can't be like all the other fighters that's moving up 2-weight classes. Daring to be great. You would fight him. Man, tell him to come up there. You gotta come to win 54. He said I got a glass chin. So tell him to come and touch it. Wow, man. Devontae said you got a glass. He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it. At 147? At 147. I'll make 147. I'm with you. We're gonna make sure. Tell Terrence Crawford keep his name out your mouth. I mean, he talking crazy. He talking crazy. You think about that one? Nah, it was just some, talking on some Twitter like back and forth. I was joking around, but people, you know how people do this.
So they was saying, Javante Tank Davis said, back then he was joking around, but now it's got past that. I mean, both guys, it went a little bit too far now. Javante Tank Davis is actually is Javante Tank Davis is dissing, you know, he's dissing, Crawford and his family, bringing his, child's, mother involved in this. You know what I'm saying? So you guys know that Javante Tank Davis, it was pretty much saying that, Javante Tank Davis, was disrespecting, like I said, the family of Crawford, Um, he says they have to go over there to make money and still do. I sell where he says where I'm from, America. Okay. And then Terrence Crawford responded, says, I see somebody mad they wasn't invited to the Ring Magazine gala. And Javante responds, you need it. So, Terrence Crawford, they're going back. So he says, and Javante Tank Davis says, and I still make more than you. Now Terrence Crawford responds and says, first thing a dumb rich person say to another rich person is, I got money than you. He says, I got more money than you. I bet I own more investments than you. I don't owe $1 in taxes. You can't buy nothing. I can't buy that I want, sir. And that's a fact. Let's see who money lasts the longest, smart guy. This is all stemming that, Turkey had a gala thing going on for Ring Magazine, and he invited a lot of fighters, Anthony Joshua, Floyd Schofield, Shakur Stevenson, Arthur Beterbiev, Demetrius Bivol, Canelo Alvarez, the list goes on. There was a lot of fighters you know, at this whole, pretty much a lot of these fighters that's on this list right here, a lot of these fighters that's on this list right here, they actually got invited as well, because this is a fight card that's coming up. You guys got to think about it. This fight card is coming up. So a lot of these fighters that's on this fight card came to the Ring Magazine. Joseph Parker was there, Daniel Dubois, everybody was on here. So Terrence Crawford, they started talking about money, and they started talking about titles, and they just started talking about a lot of stuff, man. And then it got personal because Javante Tank Davis told, he told Javante Tank Davis um Javante Tank Davis told Terrence Crawford that he says, and he got like 8 kids and his wife like 380 pounds. Yeah, buddy, gotta work overtime. That's wild. I mean, he's talking about his child's mother. I mean, he's on it. He's on it. So, we know Bud has He's got a beautiful family, you know what I mean? And he's doing a family thing, you know what I mean? He's taking care of his family and taking care of all his family and all his kids, and his kids are successful. His kids are, I think one of his kids are in the top 10 in the world in track and field or wrestling. I know his daughter runs, I believe, track and field, and I think his son is top 10 in the world wrestling for his age group, I believe. So but yeah, man, I want to know what you guys think about this, man. These guys going back and forth. I don't know. I mean, you got Javante Tank Davis throwing shots at Terrence Crawford's wife. Will we ever see this fight, come to fruition? These guys been dissing each other for a while now. A lot of people, want to see this fight. But it's a lot that might have to come to make this fight. For one, the weight class. Javante Tank Davis fights at 135 pounds right now. And would have to go up because Terrence Crawford fights at 154 now. And Terrence Crawford is talking about going all the way up to fight Canelo at 168, So Crawford's talking about going all the way up to 168 and said he would come down to 147, okay, to fight Javante Tank Davis. So, I mean, right now, man, Terrence Crawford, he's got money fights just popping up, out of nowhere. I mean, that Javante Tank Davis fight can be a mega money fight. It'd be a lot of bad blood behind that fight. And then it'll be, Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, which a lot of people want to see as well. And I think that is more of a 50-50 fight than what a lot of people think and what they believe. So, yeah. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come and talk about some of the news in boxing, some of the announcements. Like I said, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney's looking like that's going to be the next big fight. But like I said, we got to see what what's in store. He just did sign a big deal. He's got major announcements coming up. But I feel like all signs point. To Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please, whatever you guys do, smash that like button and subscribe. And until next time, you guys.